Thank you for buying the Rotary system. I designed this thing so you can adjust it in many different variations. First we have the left and right that you can adjust. Once you find a position of your object, you can lock it into place. You also adjust the height on both axes using these adjustment sliders. This will extend up and down to the object that you need. And I will show you how we change the size of the wheels as well for smaller objects. Now when you're adding the wheels for the smaller objects, you have to raise up the motor axis. Simply remove the O-rings from the current wheel and slide on the bigger wheels. Using even pressure, you push in and they lock into place. Over time, I suspect that the tight fit will wear out. So what I did was I added end screws that you can tighten up to make up for that slack over the period of time. To remove those wheels, simply push in and pull, and they snap right out. And you can go back to the small wheels for bigger objects. I'm going to show you how I'm going to adjust for a regular beer bottle. So what you're going to do first is, prior to setting this on the machine, you're going to move your rails to the size of the object. This way it's in place. You're going to lock this down. And right now, the bottle's on a little bit of a slope. What you want to do is you want to have about an 88 millimeter distance from the bed of your laser to the height of the beer bottle. So I'm going to adjust this. This way I have a nice plain surface that looks pretty parallel, horizontal. And I'm going to check it to see if that falls in the 88 millimeter mark that I need. Now that we have the rotary at the laser, we basically have the height of the focus that we need. First thing I'm going to do is take off the object. And I'm going to place the rotary device inside the laser bed with a slight angle to dip the front of the rotary underneath the first rail and then back. I also try to get this as straight as possible with the pre-existing holes in the bottom of the bed. With the laser off, we're going to disconnect the Y cable and we're going to replace it with the cable from the rotary machine. So we simply just pull out the existing Y cable and plug in the rotary cable. The red is going to go towards the right. Now that's in. What we simply can do is we turn the laser on. Well, first we're going to put the beer bottle in. We're going to turn the laser on. We're going to shut the tube off, and you're going to notice the bottle is rotating. What the machine's looking for is the end stop. So with your hand, simply push it back, wait about 5 seconds, and it will start to rotate again. Push it back again. Now the machine is ready to go. Now I just laid out a simple name that I want to engrave on the bottle. So here's my name that I chose. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees to match the orientation that's on the laser bed. Now, to set up the rotary machine, we're going to press engrave. We're going to leave the default settings the way it is on the first screen. Press OK. We're going to click do not back. You want do not back on, and you want to press rotary. and you want to select the simple fixture with a 52 diameter. We're going to press OK. Now with the laser still off, you can move back the y-axis. You want to make sure that the laser head is within the parameter of the front and the back of the rotary. So I'm simply going to place the laser pretty much in the center. Having a laser dot really helps. Now with that in place and the laser tube off, I can press preview and you will see a preview of the area where it's going to engrave. If I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to turn the laser on and I'm simply going to hit, I have it set at 22 on my K40 and I have the speed set at 250. Now I'm going to hit start and it's going to start engraving the bottle. Now if you see sparks, it's working. If it does not spark, that means you are out of focus. And as you can see, we are now engraving the bottle. I will show off my laser dot. The bigger the sparks, the more in focus you are in. Now if you have an error or something goes wrong, my suggestion is hit pause on the computer screen and hit off on your laser and then shut the whole machine off. If you hit emergency stop and this laser head and this fixture and you have these adjusted really high and you hit emergency stop, there is a chance that that head will slam into the sides of the rotary fixture. So as a precaution, first thing you do, shut the laser off, shut the machine off, and you can manually move that rail. The bottle's almost done. Now once the bottle's done, it will kick back. First thing I do is I shut off the laser. Now I can leave the fixture the way it is and take it out like this, or I can push back this rail. If I push back the rail, then I have to reset it up over here. But here's the bottle. And that's it. There's one more thing I want to mention. When you put these big wheels on, you got to make sure that you have a gap between the big wheel and the bed. If you don't, when you start this machine and these wheels are touching the bed, this whole thing is going to start to walk. Because the wheels are going to be turning, they're going to be hitting the bed, creating the friction, and the machine's going to walk. So you want to leave at least a 1/4 of an inch higher than the bed in order to use the bigger wheels for the small objects. Thank you very much.